I asked this question before and I'll ask it again. If you on a plane and somebody get up and tries to take over the plane, what is you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and welcome to the Early Morning Hustle Show, where I'm here to test your patience and your intelligence. So let's tap in. Dementia Don, that's what they calling him. So last week, Donald Trump was diagnosed with a rare vein disease. However, all of the nurses on TikTok, licensed nurses, this is not medical advice, is saying that he has congestive heart failure. Two things. One, if Donnie really does have dementia, somebody needs to get a hold of him, and they need to get a hold of him soon, because as I have dealt with a person with dementia, he's going to start cognitively just like checking out. And he can't be checking out in places on a public platform. That's going, like, there will be no PR that can save him from that. So I think whoever is his guardian needs to make a bold move, needs to make a boss decision to pull him. It's time. Like, he was deteriorating during election season. He's bad now, but if it gets any worse, it's gonna be no denying his cognitive decline, and then we really gonna have it. Speaking of his cognitive decline, now let's jump into a quick conspiracy corner. So if Donald Trump is cognitively declining, what's next? Who's next? And JD Vance is up. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's actually a good thing, because I honestly still think that JD Vance is a double agent. Like, he doesn't like Trump. He never liked Trump. He was the head fan on the Donald Trump hate train. And I think before Donald Trump was elected, they knew he had this dementia. They knew, like, you know what I'm saying? He had this diagnosis, and people was asking where JD Vance was. He was somewhere becoming, like, getting ready to become president. That boy is someone watching Lion King like, I just can't wait to be king. Is JD Vance becoming president, is that a bad thing? Okay, we're going to talk about it real quick. No, I don't think so. I think this would, if done properly, this will be a great way for JD Vance to really solidify his next presidency. Listen, JD, me and you, this is the game plan. You have to come in as like good cop, bad cop. When Donald Trump finally deteriorates to a point where they impeach him, he can no longer like act actively in his role. This is where you come in and you be nice guy. You be Mr. Fix It. You come in and you reverse and undo all of the things that Donnie did, and then you say you had to do it because he was the president. I think if JD Vance does that, that will solidify him as president in the next election. And somebody said if Donald Trump conks out before like 2 years, JD Vance can only run once. But if he conks out at the 2-year mark, then JD Vance can be president essentially for 3 terms. So Donald Trump and the Wall Street Journal and probably the New York Times at this point are into it. So first off, Donald Trump and Rupert Murdoch, or whatever his name is, the guy that owned the Wall Street Journal, I heard they used to be friends, but now he's suing them because the Wall Street Journal posted or what's the word I'm looking for, or released a story about him saying that he wrote Epstein a letter for his 50th birthday, and the letter was kind of provocative and signed by Donald Trump. And Donald Trump said that he don't even doodle. And of course, the whole internet fact checked him, and they showed doodles that he gave out or he used for auction. So there's that. But Donald Trump has always been in the media war, and now he's in a media war with one of his used to be good friends. Additionally, the real tea is that JD Vance just went to Rupert Murdoch's ranch. First off, the meeting looked like something off of Brokeback Mountain. Wait till I post that bitch. But it looked like something off of Brokeback Mountain. But I don't think that's unusual. Everybody like, well, why would he go there? Because he gotta make a deal. Some deals can't be made over the phone. You get what I'm saying? Y'all seen that story where that woman had a heart attack on the cruise, and allegedly, I don't know how much tea this is, but the man didn't have, I think they had, and he needed $15,000 to have her airlifted, and they couldn't, he didn't have it, so he didn't have her airlifted. I don't know if she made it, but Donald Trump just went on a Truth Social rant, right? Everybody is calling it, like they saying this is a distraction. It's not a distraction, it's dementia. I asked this question before and I'll ask it again. If you on a plane and somebody get up and tries to take over the plane, what is you doing? So finally, one of the stories that I talked about last week hit the news, and the young lady who had basically like subdue this lady, I think that's the word, but basically she had to tie this bitch up and put her down so she wouldn't take over the plane. She said the lady was trying to get in the cockpit and she was trying to jump out, talking about the Lord told her and she just didn't want to be there no more. Like, shout out to that lady. And the fact that the lady had to cross over a man, like, what is happening? What's going on? Bruh, the MRI incident is crazy. It's so many different stories about what's going on, but first off, that hospital, whoever that is going to get sued. But this is the tea on that. So apparently there was, I don't know why, but there was a husband and a wife. The wife was getting the MRI. The husband, I guess he was an older man, and he wore this weighted metal chain, because apparently T is like MRIs. Like, if I wore this in an MRI, it's not, at the very least, it probably would rip this off my neck, but it wouldn't pull me to the MRI, or it wouldn't even do anything, because I think you have to have some type of metal. So the man had like the story, the way it was told, you think the man just had on some chains and the MRI sucked him in. No, he had a 20-pound metal weighted chain on him for workout purposes, and the technician walked him in with to I guess see his wife for whatever reason, and the thing sucked him in. The tea is, bitch, because it's spicy. The tea is the wife had to tell him to cut off the machine. The husband didn't die instantly, but he did die on the way to, like, when he got to the hospital. Bro, what is the worst way to die? Y'all seen that burning cruise ship in Indonesia? I won't please ya. I'm in a Benz with a bow-legged diva. Bro, they was not in they was not the Benz, and that bitch probably was bow-legged, but she was using them legs to stay afloat. I saw a story with a girl, like, live, like, as I feel like it was happening, bitch. She had jumped off the ship and she had her phone on her. And that's the thing too, y'all. Like, instead I would say instead of calling TikTok, call 911, but at this point, call TikTok first. Call TikTok and then call 911. No, kids, if you're watching this, call 911 first. But this lady is treading water. You can see the thing, the ship burning, and she just, it's like if the Titanic had camera phones. That was one of the craziest things that I saw last week. What's going on with all of this flooding? Honestly, so first off, it is hurricane season, but it's just random flash floods. I know it was a flood in Raleigh, Durham. It was a couple other places that I saw floods. I'm not being funny, but I'm being funny. Buy y'all some floaties. Just have them in the house, just in case of emergency. Honestly, I'm laughing and I'm gagged right now, but I literally have a paddleboard and a big floaty chair. So worst case scenario, bitch, I'm gonna grab that bottle of Remy Martin that's in my refrigerator, and I'm a fucking tube to freedom. I'm a tube to safety, bitch, because what's going on? And Donald Trump is trying to get rid of the emergency broadcasting system. It ain't even August yet. The rain ain't even hit yet. Tell me y'all seen the citizen, the U.S. citizen and U.S. veteran that was detained by ICE in an ICE farm raid. He said that they walked up to his car. He tried to tell him he was a citizen. They was not listening. They was not hearing him. That boy was a veteran. Like, ICE is throwing veterans in detention camps. That boy's a veteran. They threw him in a detention camp, but they let him out once they realized that he was a United States citizen. ICE is power tripping so bad. And the thing is, like, the Trump reign is gonna come to an end, regardless of like he can't be king forever if he wanted to, because he don't even got forever. Everybody on TikTok is like, Trump, you know you got 4 days. No, there really is a thing on TikTok saying Trump got 4 days, but that's not about this. But did y'all see the agent that was detained, the U.S. citizen, U.S. veteran that was detained by ICE? Oh, okay. Y'all, the dude at the Coldplay concert still playing in our fucking face. He's like, essentially, he made a statement like, essentially, can y'all mind your business? What are you even saying? Bruh, like, you expect privacy. The one thing they teach us in law school is you cannot expect privacy in a public place. His wife is about to be paid. Get paid, young sister, get paid. Listen, and just make sure you get paid. All right, y'all, we bringing back word of the day, but we gonna do word of the week. This week's word of the week is hubris. Hubris, a great or foolish amount of pride and confidence. Donald Trump's hubris is humorous.